Hey guys, welcome to my channel Healthy Positive Vibes. In today's video, we will see what is stress, what are the types of stress, its consequences, and the remedy for the same. Please watch this video till the end if you want to get useful information. If you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon to get the latest update of the video as well as the relative information regarding health. So without further ado, let's begin with this video. What is stress? Stress is how we react when we feel under pressure or threatened. It usually happens when we are in a situation that we don't feel we can manage or control. Stress responses help your body adjust to new situations. Stress can be positive, keeping us alert, motivated, and ready to avoid danger. For example, if you have an important test coming up, a stress response might help your body work harder and stay awake longer. But stress becomes a problem when stresses continue without relief or periods of relaxation. Environmental factors that trigger this reaction are called stressors. Examples include noises, aggressive behavior, a speeding car, scary moments in movies, or even going out on a first date. Feelings of stress tend to increase in tandem with the number of stresses. Stress can be defined as any type of change that causes physical, emotional, or psychological strain. Stress is your body's response to anything that requires attention or action. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. The way you respond to the stress, however, makes a big difference to your overall well-being. When you encounter sudden stress, your brain floods your body with chemicals and hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. That gets your heart beating faster and sends blood to muscles and important organs. You feel energized and have heightened awareness so you can focus on your immediate needs. These are the different stages of stress and how people adapt. When we experience stress, it can be, for example, when you have lots of responsibilities that you are struggling to manage, if your family is going through a difficult time, such as bereavement or financial problems, if you belong to a religious group that is experiencing discrimination. Stress is the body's natural defense against predators and danger. It causes the body to flood with hormones that prepare its systems to evade or confront danger. People commonly refer to this as a fight or fight mechanism. The survey found that the most common stressors were employment and money. Stress is a normal reaction to everyday pressures, but can become unhealthy when it upsets your day-to-day functioning. Stress involves changes affecting nearly every system of the body, influencing how people feel and behave. By causing mind-body changes, stress contributes directly to psychological and physiological disorder and disease and affects mental and physical health, reducing quality of life. The stress response is the body's way of protecting you. When working properly, it helps you stay focused, energetic, and alert. In emergency situations, stress can save your life, giving you extra strength to defend yourself. For example, spurring you to slam on the brakes to avoid a car accident. Stress can have other positive aspects, sometimes referred to as eustress. For example, it can help you rise to meet challenges such as keeping you on your toes during a presentation at work, sharpening your concentration when you are attempting a game-winning free throw, or driving you to study for an exam when you'd rather be watching TV. But while Not all stress is bad for you. Beyond a certain point, it stops being helpful and starts to cause major damage. Stress that feels overwhelming can have a negative impact on your health, mood, productivity, relationships, and your quality of life. If you frequently find yourself feeling frazzled and overwhelmed, it's time to take action to bring your nervous system back into balance. You can protect yourself and improve how you think and feel by learning how to recognize the signs and symptoms of chronic stress taking place to reduce its harmful effect. Stress symptoms may be affecting your health even though you might not realize it. You may think illness is to blame for that irritating headache, your frequent insomnia, or your decreased productivity at work. But stress may actually be the cause. Stress means different things to different people. What causes stress in one person may be of little concern to another. Some people are better able to handle stress than others, and not all the stress is bad. In small doses, stress can help you accomplish tasks and prevent you from getting hurt. Our bodies are designed to handle small doses of stress, but we are not equipped to handle long-term chronic stress without ill consequences. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. The way you respond to stress, however, make a big difference to your overall well-being. Sometimes the best way to manage your stress involves changing your situation. At other times, the best strategy involves changing the way you respond to the situation. Developing a clear understanding of how stress impacts your physical and mental health is important. It's also important to recognize how your mental and physical health affects your stress level. What happens to the body during stress? When a person has long-term chronic stress, continued activation of the stress response causes wear and tear on the body. Physical, emotional, and behavioral symptoms develop. Physical symptoms of stress include aches and pains, chest pain or a feeling like your heart is racing, exhaustion or trouble sleeping, headaches, dizziness or shaking, high blood pressure, muscle tension or jaw clenching, stomach or digestive problems, trouble having sex, weak immune system. Stress can lead to emotional and mental symptoms like anxiety or irritability, depression, panic attacks, sadness. Often people with chronic stress try to manage it with unhealthy behavior, including drinking alcohol too much or too often, gambling, overeating or developing an eating disorder, participating compulsively in sex, shopping or internet browsing, smoking, using drugs. Stress slows down some normal bodily functions, such as those that the digestive and immune system performs. The body can then concentrate its resources on breathing, blood flow, alertness, and the preparation of muscles for sudden use. How a person reacts to a difficult situation will determine the effect of stress on overall health. Some people can experience several stressors in a row at once, without this leading a severe stress reaction. Others may have a stronger response to a single stressor. An individual who feels as though they do not have enough resources to cope will probably have a stronger reaction that could trigger health problems. Stresses affect individuals in different ways. Some experiences that people generally consider to be positive can lead to stress, such as having a baby, going on vacation, moving to a better home, and getting promotion at work. The reason for this is that they typically involve a significant change, extra effort, new responsibilities, and a need for adaptation. They also often require a person to take steps into the unknown. A person may look forward to an increased salary following a promotion, for example, but wonder whether they can handle the extra responsibility. A persistently negative response to challenges can have an adverse effect on health and happiness. Other literature has shown that people who perceive stress as having a negative effect on their health may be at higher risk for coronary heart disease than those who do not. Your nervous system isn't very good at distinguishing between emotional and physical threats. If you're super stressed over an argument with a friend, a work deadline, or a mountain of bills, your body can react just as strongly as if you're facing a true life or death situation. And the more your emergency stress system is activated, the easier it becomes to trigger, making it harder to shut off. If you tend to get stressed out frequently, like many of us in today's demanding world, your body may exist in a heightened state of stress most of the time, and that can lead to serious health problems. Chronic stress disrupts nearly every system in your body. It can suppress your immune system, upset your digestive and reproductive systems, increase the risk of heart attacks and stroke, and speeds up the aging process. It can even rewire the brain, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems. Stress versus anxiety. Stress can sometimes be mistaken for anxiety, and experiencing a great deal of stress can contribute to feeling of anxiety. Experiencing anxiety can make it more difficult to cope with stress and may contribute to other health issues, including increased depression, susceptibility to illness, and digestive problems. Stress and anxiety contributes to nervousness, poor sleep, high blood pressure, muscle tension, and excess worry. In most cases, stress is caused by external events, while anxiety is caused by your internal reaction to stress. Stress may go away once the threat or the situation resolves, whereas anxiety may persist even after the original stressor is gone. Types of stress. Not all types of stress are harmful or even negative. Most of the different types of stress that you might experience include acute stress. Acute stress is a very short-term type of stress that you can either be positive or more distressing. This is the type of stress we most often encounter in day-to-day life. Chronic stress. Chronic stress is a stress that seems never-ending and inescapable, like the stress of a bad marriage or an extremely taxing job. Chronic stress can also stem from traumatic experiences and childhood trauma. Episodic acute stress. Episodic stress is acute stress that seems to run rampant and be a way of life, creating a life of ongoing distress. Eustress. Eustress is fun and exciting. It's known as a positive type of stress that can keep you energized. It's associated with surges of adrenaline, such as when you're skiing or racing to meet a deadline. Act to manage stress. If you have stress symptoms, taking steps to manage your stress can have many health benefits. Explore stress management strategies, such as getting regular physical activity, practicing relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, yoga, tai chi, or massage, keeping a sense of humor, spending time with family and friends, minimize news feeds, setting aside time for hobbies such as reading a book or listening music. Aim to find active ways to manage your stress. Inactive ways to manage stress, such as watching television, surfing the internet, or playing video games, may seem relaxing, but they may increase your stress over the long term. And be sure to get plenty of sleep and eat a healthy, balanced diet. Avoid tobacco use, excess caffeine and alcohol, and the usage of illegal substances. When to seek help. If you're not sure if the stress is the cause or if you have taken steps to control your stress but your symptoms continue, see your doctor. Your healthcare provider may want to check for other potential causes or consider seeing a professional counselor or therapist who can help you identify sources of your stress and learn new coping tools. Also, get emergency help immediately if you have chest pain, especially if you also have shortness of breath, jaw or back pain radiating into your shoulder and arm, sweating, dizziness or nausea. These may be warning sign of a heart attack and not simply stress symptoms. Stress can be short-term or long-term. Both can lead to a variety of symptoms, but chronic stress can take a serious toll on the body over time and have long-lasting health effects. Stress affects both the brain and body. Little bit of stress is good for people to perform and protect themselves, but too much stress can overwhelm them, leading to fight or freeze response. So, learning how to cope with stress is important for our mental and physical well-being. How is stress diagnosed? Stress is subjective, not measurable with tests. Only the person experiencing it can determine whether it's present and how severe it feels. A healthcare provider may use questionnaires to understand your stress and how it affects your life. If you have chronic stress, your healthcare provider can evaluate symptoms that result from stress. For example, high blood pressure can be diagnosed and treated. A doctor will typically diagnose stress by asking an individual about their symptoms and life events. The most direct way to diagnose stress and its effect on a person is through a comprehensive, stress-oriented, face-to-face interview. Stress is not a distinct medical diagnosis, and there is no single specific treatment for it. Treatment for stress focuses on changing the situation, developing stress coping skills, implementing relaxation techniques, and treating symptoms or conditions that may have been caused by chronic stress. Some interventions that may be helpful include therapy, medication, and complementary and alternative medicine, that is CAM. Psychotherapy. Some forms of therapy that may be particularly helpful in addressing symptoms of stress include cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) and mindfulness-based stress reduction (MBSR). CBT focuses on helping people identify and change negative thinking patterns, while MBSR utilizes meditation and mindfulness to help reduce stress levels. Medication. Medication may sometimes be prescribed to address some specific symptoms that are related to stress. Such medications may include sleep aids, antacids, antidepressants, and anti-anxiety medications. Complementary and alternative medicine. Some complementary approaches that may also be helpful for reducing stress include acupuncture, aromatherapy, massage, yoga, and meditation. Everyday stress. Most of the time, the things that cause stress aren't dangerous. Often stress is caused by everyday things like taking a test, getting called on in class, awkward situations, or having too much to do. These things can cause emotional stress, but your body responds to emotional stress the same way it responds to safety threat. It makes stress hormones. That's why, in a moment of emotional stress, you might feel butterflies in your stomach, your heart might beat faster, or your breathing might feel shallow. You might feel shaky or sweaty. You might want to pace around. You might feel restless, tense, edgy, or anxious. In situations like these, you won't need to fight or run fast, but your body's stress response can still help you focus, gather your energy, and face the situation with courage. When you handle the situation, you start to feel relief from your stress. Your stress hormones ease up. The butterfly feeling fade. Your heartbeat slows down to its normal pace. Your whole body starts to go back to its non-stressed state. You can help this process along when you learn and practice ways to manage your stress. That's all for this video, guys. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe this video and also click on bell icon. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Hope you always be happy and healthy.